Mark, good to see you as always. State Championship month, of course, in the month of September, and you've been to obviously the previous couple in under-14s and the under-12s, and now you're here at the 16s, 18s. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, well, I've been pretty impressed. Like the 14s last weekend was, a pretty significant group coming up out of the under-12s, and then you go to 14s with a little bit more structure, and you probably see some of the things that we've been trying to implement statewide over the last 5 years. Really stood out for me at under-14s last weekend. So I probably went away from that championships first time, in my tenure as the head coach. Been pretty proud and happy with what CAM coaches are doing and what our coaches have been doing within our state development programs. So I just couldn't be probably pretty happy right now, Ronald, from that standpoint, because you can see progress has been made. Still got a long way to go and a lot of work to do, but development never ends. We'll never have it perfect, will we?
Well, that's true. Let's just we'll shift our attention a bit to Trey Armstrong. Trey, very lucky to get selected with the Australian team with the under-17 FIBA Asia Championships, and they came away with a gold medal.
Yeah, under-19 emus. 19s, yeah, 19 emus. Well, technically it's the under-18s and then the under-19s next year for the World Championships. And he's worked through our program since under-14s in the BTAS programs. Couldn't be any prouder than of him and the work that he's done and the support he's had, which you need if you want to be achieve that high performance. You need support of your coaches, you need support of your family and your parents, support of the state, and he certainly had that. And then I think it really was backed up by the CBL programs. And probably it reinforces the importance of our CBL programs to our pathway with where it sits right now. It's a little bit, I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's on that crossover period, which just shows us how important our CBL programs are to our pathway with kids coming out of under-18s where they're supported by the Basketball Tasmania programs.
Speaking of CBL, there was a bit of talk about maybe the CBL kind of going in a different league. Have you got any thoughts on that kind of statement from Basketball Australia?
Well, I think Basketball Australia has moved out of the space of running those competitions, senior competitions. I think we all understand that, and it looks from the outside right now that there will be another league, and I'm sure that whether it be Basketball Victoria and Basketball Australia over the course of this next 12 months, where it's a transition period, that there will be a good, vibrant league for our teams to play in. Tasmania has been an integral part of the national landscape at Division 2, way back to SEBL, CBA. We've always been an integral part of that, and I think that will continue. And because I think it's important for Victoria, if it goes down that path, to have us in that pathway.
St Mary's College came down about a month ago now to play against the Hobart Chargers in an exhibition game, and yourself and Nick Martin were lucky enough to be obviously some guests within St Mary's kind of team there. How did you find that experience under Coach Randy Bennett?
Yeah, I was very privileged to be able to sit on the end of the bench with Nick as part of our professional development. St Mary's were very accommodating. Obviously, they have a great history with Tasmanian basketball as well as Australian basketball with Marty Clark and obviously Kyle and Tanner now being there. Some things that really reinforced to me is Randy Bennett, disciplined, very simple, do your job, right, and you're playing for the team. So I think it really reinforced those things for me, that doesn't matter what level you're at, they've been successful on obviously the highest level of college basketball, that all the way down, I think the coaches are trying to preach the same thing, and very similar to what we try and preach within our state programs.
Any athletes selected for national camps or junior national camps coming up, Mark?
Yeah, we had 3 that are going to the September ADC. Lauren Wise from Launceston from the under-16 girls, and Zoe Crawford, right, from the 16 girls, and then Sia Deans from the 16 boys. So those 2 of the 3, Lauren has actually come down with an injury and will miss that camp, but she'll get other opportunities down the track, I'm sure. She's coming along really well with her development, and obviously Zoe and Sire are both going, and part of that opportunity to go to that camp is the selection of the under-15 team that will start the next under-17 cycle. so the coaches will get a chance to at least view those athletes in that environment. So really proud of those kids. They've done an outstanding job at their nationals, just gone, all right, and been selected to go into the high performance pathway. And obviously we have, since we last spoke, Ronald, Taron Armstrong is headed off to the Centre of Excellence. And White Trey is not in on a weekly basis, as we spoke about. He's doing his work through the Thunder. So we're pretty proud of our kids right now. I think basketball's in pretty good shape. It's pretty healthy. We've got Seabull champions, you know, our Tornadoes, and I say our because part of the Tasmanian basketball landscape. I think we're in really good shape, and we just never, as I said, never ends. Just got more work to do, but pretty proud of where we're at.
Good times in Tasmanian basketball. Mark, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it, Ronald. Thanks for your work.